Self-styled, principled conservatives, the David French types, love to clutch their pearls at norms and decency. They love to pretend to be well above the fray, in which they cancel anyone to their right and make excuses for anyone to their left. They'll merely chide Biden from their perch as the token conservative in certain mainstream publications such as The Atlantic or The New York Times, while viciously going after President Trump for everything and anything. Those are the types I'm talking about. But what they either fail to realize, or even worse, what they don't take seriously enough, is that the left as a whole in general gloats over the deaths of those on the right. Just resurrect some of those old COVID headlines about dancing on the grave of Herman Cain, for example, or they literally salivate at the prospect of locking you, dear viewer, up forever. They wanted the unvaccinated denied hospital care, access to grocery stores, and even legally relegate to being second-class citizens. And then they laughed over the mangled bodies of those victimized by the 2020 riots. The left literally wants you dead. That's why they always call us Nazis. And then they say the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. And all these principled conservatives can respond with is, let's play nice, everyone. If we play the left's game long enough, maybe, just maybe, they'll give us back some of our respectability or dignity in the public square. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Take, for example, Swiss LGBTQ groups absolutely buzzing with excitement that a writer and commentator named Elaine Sorrell just got 60 days in jail for calling this lefty lady a fat lesbian, among other jabs, such as the fact that her queer activism made her unhinged. Show me the lie on that one, I'm waiting. The crime he was convicted of was defamation, discrimination, and incitement to hatred. Now, this Sorrell guy is a known polemicist, bomb thrower. A couple years back, he served a stint in jail in France for denying the Holocaust. So I'm not trying to say that he's some hero or whatever. All I am trying to point out here is that in parts of Europe, you can get locked up for joking that some lady looks like a fat lesbian. Talk about a scary precedent and a slippery slope. Recall that a few months ago we covered that autistic teen girl in Britain who was arrested for telling a female cop that she looked like a lesbian. It didn't matter that the girl had special needs and that her own nana was a literal lesbian married legally to another woman. And so she just blurted out the comparison she saw in her mind between the two women. Or what about that other case out of Finland that we've been covering for some time now? The trial for Päivi Räsänen, a longtime member of parliament over in Finland and a former government minister there, which just wrapped up last month with a verdict expected to be delivered by November 30th. Päivi, a doctor and grandmother of 10, was charged with agitation against a minority group, which, as our friends over at the Alliance Defending Freedom point out, is a provision that falls under the section of the Finnish Criminal Code titled War Crimes and Crimes Against Humanity. Wow, you must be thinking to yourself, she must have been calling for the genocide of some minority group to be charged with such a heinous crime, right? Well, then you'd be very wrong. All she did was pass out pamphlets and give radio interviews in which she reiterated that marriage is only between a man and a woman. And then she cited Bible verses to supplement her argument. I'm not making it up, that's literally all she did. But apparently, that is agitation against a minority group. In this case, the literal rainbow mafia. You cross them, you die, at least metaphorically for now. The prosecutor trying to lock up Päivi tried to play both sides by arguing to the court that you can cite the Bible, don't worry, they love tolerance after all, right? It's just that you can't take it seriously. In other words, that would be illegal. She literally said to the judge that certain interpretations of the Bible are criminal. How is that not a state-enforced religion wearing the cloak of Christianity? The prosecutor even had Päivi on the stand and was trying to force her to recant her biblical Christian beliefs, as if this is some sick civil or secular play on a heretic trial. Except the truth of God is not what's being determined, but adherence to the anti-Christian liberal order. It's truly chilling stuff, and it's coming here in more ways than one.